Hey guys, I'm Bex. Welcome back to another video. And I am currently right on schedule for my 2023 reading goal. So, I'm not behind, I'm not ahead, but stuff could happen. So, my cat just got neutered, by the way. Oh no. So, he's very depressed with his cone on. But, what was I saying? Oh, so I thought a fun way to get through my TBR, my fall TBR, keep up with my reading goal would be to do a little challenge. And I personally haven't seen anyone do this exactly, but I've seen similar things. So what I'm going to do, as you see from the title, is I'm going to let a number generator wheel pick how many pages I read in a day, and I think I'm going to do this over the span of like 4 days, and I know it's kind of random. Maybe we'll do more, maybe we'll do 5, but it's Friday today, and I usually don't work Mondays, so that would be Friday through Monday, so we'll see how I'm feeling, but I obviously can't read a ton on the days that I work, but we'll just see. But we'll start it at 4 for now, and with that being said, let's just get right into it. So I hope you guys can see this. I film on my phone, so it's kind of a bummer, but I need to get a camera. I have one, but it's really old, and honestly my phone does a better job. So the best way I could figure out how to do this was to pull it up on my laptop. So I have this little wheel here, and I put 70 as the minimum amount of pages and 200 as the max amount of pages. 70 I know isn't very much, so that's probably reading for like an hour or a little more than an hour depending on the book. But you know what? I'm going to change it right now. I'm going to change it to 80. I know it's not much difference, but let's see. Okay, it's kind of weird, but okay, so 80 and then my max is 200. And just to keep it like at a good interval, I'm gonna do 10. Does that seem right? Yeah. Okay. So interval is 10. So, 80, 100, 100, or 80, 90, 100, 110, so forth. So without further ado, let's just spin and see what I get for today. Ooh, okay. It's a good amount. Not horribly a lot because it is later in the day already today. I just got home from work, so 120 pages is my goal. Still kind of a lot for tonight, and I am going to continue reading the book that I'm currently reading, which is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. It's in my room right now, so otherwise I would show it to you, but I'm borrowing it from the library right now. It's my first ever library book, so I'm really excited to start borrowing books from the library. But I really like it so far. I think I'm a little over halfway through. I can't remember how many pages I have left, but I will probably be close to finishing it after the 120 pages today. And then I'm excited to start a new book probably tomorrow for tomorrow's reading day. And I think tomorrow I will probably start The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm really excited to read it, and it's pretty thick, but her books, well, I've only read the other Inheritance Games books, but I've heard that her other series are the same way. They're just super fast reads because they're super short chapters and they're young adult. I think that would be a good option. And the book I'm reading now, Truly Devious, is also young adult, and it is also really fast paced. So I'm kind of flying through that book, but let's start reading.
And do it all again. You know that I would. You know that I would. And if I could live it in.
So, tiny little update. Mostly I just wanted to tell you guys what the book is about and what page I started on and what page I need to get to read my 120 pages. So I started on page 276, and that would take me to 396, and this book is like 414 pages, so I'm gonna be like 20 pages short of finishing the book. So I'm 99.9% sure that I'm just gonna finish the book tonight, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to stop at 20 pages with 20 pages left. But basically, this book is a YA mystery about this girl, Stevie, who gets invited to go to school at Ellingham Academy, which is in Vermont. It's like up on this huge secluded kind of mountain, and it's a very famous school because the founder of it, Mr. Ellingham, I believe, he was super rich and well known, and he started the school. And when it kind of first opened, his wife and daughter were kidnapped and never found by someone claiming to be truly devious. And when Stevie is now at the school, she thinks that Truly Devious has returned. Someone dies. And the fun thing is that she is a super big crime junkie. She wants to be a detective when she's older and all this stuff. So she's kind of taking it upon herself to try and solve the case. And it's super fun. It's really keeping my attention. I'm really interested in the case. I really like Stevie. I'm really excited to finish it today. And there is 2 more books in this trilogy, so I'm pretty sure my library has those as well. I wasn't necessarily planning on reading them like right after or anything, even soon really, just because I have so many books like on my fall TBR that I want to read, and it's going to be winter and I'll have books in my winter TBR, but we'll see, because I'm really liking it. Anyway, so yeah, I've already read, I'm on page, did I already say this, 303 now. It's like, it's just so easy to fly through this book. So I've already read, I don't know, 25 pages, and we have about 95 left. So I'm probably going to order dinner soon. I'm probably going to order pizza. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I have the whole house to myself all weekend. So it's just me and the kitties. But also, between the first clip of this video and now, I realized that my little pillow came in the mail. I finally got a throw pillow for my chair. It came with 2, so maybe I'll put 2 on this chair, but I thought it was so cute. I really like it. But anyway, I will talk to you guys when I have an update on this book, I guess.
You know that I would. You know I would.
Another little update for you guys, and probably the last one of this book, and I'm on page 370, and again, there's about 415 pages in this book, and in order to read my 120 pages today, I had to get to page 394. I have it on my phone, but pretty sure 390 something, and I'm almost there. So it's getting really good. It doesn't even seem like I've read 100 and however many pages. No, I haven't read 100 pages yet, have I? 90 pages? Doesn't seem like I've read that many pages at all. It's going by so fast, but yeah, I'm going to definitely finish this in the next half hour. I will probably talk to you guys again tomorrow morning, and we'll spin the wheel again, and we'll see how many pages I'm going to be reading tomorrow and what book I'm going to choose. Like I said, I already think I know, but that could change, so I'll see you guys then.
You and I loved so softly, like soft serve eyes on a Sunday afternoon. Where did I lose someone like you? Gone too soon. And now I'm awake in the middle of the night, wishing I had a little more time, thinking how all the years kept flying by, flying by. I'm awake in the middle of the night. I knew that everything would be alright, and if I knew what the end would feel like.
Alright guys, it is the next day. I apologize for my physical appearance right now. I just haven't gotten ready for the day yet. And I'm having a little bit of an allergy attack right now, so if you can hear that in my voice, that's why. But I did in fact finish Truly Devious last night, and I am between a couple different ratings. I think I'm around a 4.25 or 4.5. I really liked it, and sometimes I like compare it to another book that I've rated. I'm like, did I like this book better, the same? And the one that I can think of is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read that a long time, well, I wouldn't say a long time ago, last year. And I think I rated it 4 stars. So I liked this one better, to be honest. So I definitely think it's at least a 4.25. But I'll probably know my exact rating at the end of this video, and I'll let you guys know. But really, really liked it, and even though it is over 400 pages, it's really easy to get through it quick, so that's awesome. And my computer is here. It's plugged in because it's like dead pretty much, but I have the wheel up, and I'm going to spin and see what we get today. I kind of hope it's more than 100, just because that would be fun, and I have most of the day to read. Ooh, wow. Okay. 150. Love it. 150 pages, so that'll get us a, good chunk into a new book. And I think I'm going to, it's hard because I really want to read, there's a book I really want to read in this video, but I don't want to finish it in this video, so I wanted to read a book in between. But this book that I was talking about yesterday, The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, is a pretty thick book. 469 pages. So I don't want to be stuck reading this book for the whole rest of the video, because if I do only do this 3 more days, including today, that's only maybe 400 pages, depending on the amount of pages we get. Maybe I'll switch back and forth between this and the other book I want to read. But I think we'll read this one today, and maybe we'll do a new one tomorrow. I don't usually read 2 books at the same time unless it's listening to an audiobook, which I think is totally different, but maybe it would be good. Maybe I would like reading 2 books at the same time, because it just gives you options, So anyway, the plan is to start this today, get 150 pages in. I'm kind of nervous because I've heard some of the book girlies not love it, 3 stars, and that's not a bad rating, but considering I absolutely loved the other books, and so did they, I'm pretty sure, this one's quite a bit lower. I just absolutely loved the other 3, so especially the second one, The Hawthorne Legacy, that was my favorite. I rated that one 5 stars. Yeah, I'm nervous, but hopefully I enjoy it and we get through our 150 pages today. So I'm probably going to get ready for the day and maybe eat breakfast, maybe get some coffee or something, and then I will start reading, and I will update you guys a little bit later.
If I could ever turn back time and do it all again, you know that I would, and if I could live it every night.
Little update for you guys. I am on page 50 exactly of The Brothers Hawthorne. So 100 pages left for the day, and I just have a feeling it's going to be really easy to get to 150, considering it's 2 almost, and I think I didn't start reading until noon, and I've been taking breaks and stuff. So like the other books in the series, super short chapters, easy to read, and I'm liking it so far, actually. Like I said, I was kind of nervous, and obviously I'm only 50 pages in. But so far, I'm interested. So if you guys don't know what this book is about, neither do I really. But what I do know is that, well, first of all, like I've kind of been mentioning, it is the 4th book, kind of, in the Inheritance Game series. And the Inheritance Game series is like a YA mystery with a little subplot of romance, a love triangle. And it follows this girl, Avery, and she randomly finds out that she inherited billions of dollars from this guy that died, and she has no idea who he is, and she has no idea why she inherited all this money. And in order to get the inheritance, she had to live at the Hawthorne house, which the guy that died was a Hawthorne, super rich. Everyone knows the Hawthornes, and she had to live at the house for at least a year, and that's proved to be hard because, people were mad that she inherited the money since she didn't even know the guy. And there is 4 brothers that were the grandsons of Tobias Hawthorne, who died. And she, forms a little love triangle with 2 of the brothers, Jameson and Grayson. And absolutely amazing series, loved it. And this is like kind of a spin-off book, but a part of the same, series and same characters. That this one follows Jameson and Grayson. So it's in their POVs instead of Avery's. And Avery is also in this book a little bit so far. Not a lot, but it does seem like she will be in it though, so that's good. I like that. And Jameson and Grayson both have things come up in this book, and they kind of go off on their own separate ways. And yeah, that's all I pretty much know about it so far. It is kind of getting right into it, which is nice. Like I said, page 50, it's already kind of started. It is a long book though, so curious to see what it all entails. But I absolutely love Jennifer Lynn Barnes' writing, and I definitely want to continue to read her other books and other series. So many people lately have been talking about the Natural series by her, and I really want to read those because, again, they're mysteries, and that's one of my favorite genres. So yeah, definitely going to be easy to finish my 150 pages today. I might even end up reading more than that, which I really did think this was going to be more of a challenge for me, because usually I don't read like 200 pages a day. Like, that's not something I usually do. Maybe like 100 pages, 150 pages on the weekend if I'm lucky. But I do think this weekend is a little bit different just since I'm home alone and I have pretty much all day to read. So maybe tomorrow I will up the amount of pages or something, even though tomorrow I do have to drive like an hour away to visit family, and we're going to be visiting for like, a couple hours at least, and then have to drive an hour back. So that's going to be a fairly large chunk of the day. I won't have as much time to read, but maybe that'll be a challenge. So we will see what I decide to do tomorrow. And then Monday, my boyfriend comes back, but I should still be able to read quite a bit since I don't work. So far, the challenge is going well, and I'm liking this book, and I'm going to keep on reading. I'm sorry, Sammy. Sam, I'm sorry. I don't want to get up. I am now on page 127, so I'm getting close to my 150 page mark for the day, and I don't have too many thoughts on the book really yet. Not a lot has happened since page 50. I will say that I personally am more interested in Jameson's little side story. Like I said before, it's dual POV between Jameson and Grayson, and they're both doing their completely own thing. And another thing is, and I've heard this from other people too, is that they wished Nash and Xander had more involvement in the book, especially since they didn't have too much in the first 3. And I agree with that because I love them, especially Xander. I really like Xander. He's so funny. But, I get it that it's mostly Jameson and Grayson because they were the main 2 in the first 3 books, so I get it. I will probably try to read a little bit past page 150 just to get into this book a little bit more. And also, since I'm just reading the pages so quickly, that's my goal for the rest of the evening. I took a long break from reading and just hung out, and now I am probably just gonna chill on the couch and read like 40 more pages tonight, and I will probably just see you guys tomorrow.
You know that I would, you know I would, 'cause I got no regrets, no regrets. Looking back, wouldn't trade with nobody else. 'Cause I got no regrets, no regrets. Looking back on what's left, I still would, you know I would. You and I in the midnight sky will always shine. I've wasted time, and if there's nothing left for me.
Good morning. So it is Sunday today, and I read my goal yesterday of, was it 150 pages, plus I read a little bit more, not very much. I read like 170 something pages. I guess I could just look. 172 pages, so a little bit past, but not a lot. And I liked it a little bit better at the beginning than I'm liking it now. It's just slowing down a little bit, and I think the excitement of getting back into the world at the beginning was what really caught my attention, but I'm still liking it. So I will definitely read this more throughout this video. Let's just get right into our spin today. So I did change the minimum number to 100 instead of 80, just because, like I said yesterday, I want it to be a little bit more of a challenge today. Let's just go ahead and spin for today. I hope it's not too high. Okay, I'm happy with that. So 110 pages. So I think what I'm gonna do is, we'll see how I feel throughout the day, but the other book that I was talking about wanting to read in this video and start is a series. It's perfect for fall in my opinion, and I've been wanting to read it. I've had these books for a couple of months, and that is the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. I have the first two, and I just haven't bought the third one yet. I think it was like buy one, get one 50% off or something like that. So I'm not sure like really how this reads, if it's quick, if the chapters are short. It's not really looking like they're too short. Oh, actually, I think they are pretty short. Not all of them, but some are. So I'm not yet sure if I'm gonna just immediately get into this book, or maybe I will read maybe 50 more pages of this book today and then like 60 pages of this book. I will check in with you guys once I have started and gotten a little bit into one of the books.
I would see every face I should, but I know that I find all the time isn't on my side. And now I'm awake in the middle of the night, wishing I had a little more time, thinking how all the years kept flying by, flying by. I'm awake in the middle of the night, I knew that everything would be alright, and if I knew what the end would feel like, it feels like, if I could ever turn back time and do it all again, you know that I would, you know that I would. And if I could.
Alright guys, I just got home not that long ago from my family thing, and I was gone longer than I thought, but that's okay because I did a good amount of reading before I left. So I read to page 236 of The Brothers Hawthorne, which is 65 pages, which leaves me, 45 pages left to read today. And I think that is a good place to start Caraval. I am super excited to start this, and I obviously won't get very far in, but maybe I'll really start liking it and I'll just keep reading. I don't know, but I will update you guys probably tomorrow morning with our next and maybe last spin. Happy Monday, everyone, and today I believe is going to be my last day of letting a number generator wheel pick how many pages I read in a day. So I'll just spin first and then I'll kind of update you guys on where I am with my books, but minimum 100 again, maximum 200. 130. It's kind of funny, I didn't get above like 150, and I also never got below 100 on the first 2 days that I did have options to get below 100, so not a very broad range of pages. So let me get my books. So last night I got to page, I think 236 of The Brothers Hawthorne. So I think I ended up reading 65 pages of that yesterday for my 110 pages. And then I did in fact start Carval, I always say it different every time. And I got to page 57 of Carval, so started that one. So I think I ended up reading 121 pages yesterday instead of 110, so a little over, but not very much. I think it was just because I wanted to finish the chapter of Caraval that I was on, and it just happened to be kind of a long chapter. So I think I'm mostly gonna focus on reading more of The Brothers Hawthorne today, just because I am over halfway through, barely, probably almost exactly halfway through, and I would love to finish it within the next couple days. So reading maybe like 80 pages of this today would help that, and then I will probably read the rest of my pages in Caraval. That is my plan, and I will check in with you guys later with an update. Hey guys, it is actually Tuesday right now. I didn't finish my reading last night until like right before I went to bed, so I just didn't do an outro right there, but I will do it right now. So yesterday I had to read 130 pages and I read 131 pages. I barely got to it. I kind of waited until the last minute to read most of that, so was kind of close to not finishing, but I did. And I split that between both books. So I'm using my dust cover as a bookmark. I'm currently on page 313 of The Brothers Hawthorne, which is about 2/3 of the way through. So getting there, have still over 100 pages left of this. And well, I guess I will kind of update you guys on my thoughts of this book. So, hi Sammy. Still kind of the same thoughts as my last little clip. I was definitely liking it more at the beginning, and now it's just kind of like sort of just the same thing over and over. Like, it's a pretty thick book for like a YA mystery. It's sort of a mystery. It's not as much of a mystery as the other 3 books in the Inheritance game series, but it still is, and it's a little bit letting me down, but I still am enjoying it. It's probably gonna end up being, I don't really know, but in the 3 to 4 star range, somewhere in there. And so yeah, I don't know my full rating yet because I'm not done with it, but it's around there. And then Caraval, I got still not that far into it. I am probably about 1/4 of the way through. I'm on page 112, and I'm honestly liking this book. I thought I would, but I've also heard that it's a little bit boring, it's not people's favorite book, and that the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy is way better. And it might be, but I am enjoying this. So I don't think I also really said what this book is about. It is about 2 sisters who have always wanted to see Caraval, which is like a magical circus. And they kind of have a hard home life, and so to go and see Caraval, it's very risky. Their family doesn't want them to go, so they kind of sneak out and go because they get an invitation, which is like pretty rare. And so they just got there in this book where I'm at, and hasn't started, but they're there, so it's like about to start. So I'm excited for it to start, and I have heard, and I can also tell that there is going to be a romance in it, which is a plus. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Way too early on to say what my rating will be, but I am excited to finish this. I'm probably more excited to finish this than The Brothers Hawthorne, unfortunately. And then I also had finished earlier in this challenge Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and I believe I have decided on a rating for that, and I think I'm gonna go with the 4.5 stars. I really liked it. So just as a recap of the pages and spins that I had this week for this little challenge of letting the number wheel generator pick how many pages I read. Friday, my spin was 120 pages, and I ended up reading 140 pages. Saturday, my spin was 150, and I read 172. Sunday, my spin was 110, and I read 121. And Monday, my spin was 130, and I read 131. So my total pages read over the span of 4 days is 564 pages, which is really good for me, and it wasn't even like that difficult. And I think that's because I chose pretty good books. I definitely want to do this again, and maybe one day I'll try the 200 pages a day for a week challenge or whatever that's going around. But I thought this was kind of a little bit easier since I don't read as much as some people on here. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and this video is probably really long, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!